How's it going, YouTube? This is Skull, and welcome to episode 24 of my Zootopia home video series. Today, I am continuing my Japanese subset of releases, and I am going to be showing off this. This is the Japanese 4K release of Zootopia. So, this was released in December 2020. December 16, 2020, which was a full year after the film's release on 4K in the United States, but about a year before the film's 4K release in the UK. Isn't that interesting? The sandwiches between them. So, anyway, so let's go ahead and look at it. This is actually pretty much the exact same cover that we got for the standard Blu-ray release that was seen pretty much everywhere else in the world years before. So we have this cover that is the Blu-ray release that we've been used to in the United States since 2016, and then we got this cover that Japan didn't see until they got their 4K release all the way in 2020. It's the same cover, just obviously in Japanese, and this is the 4K version. And I gotta tell you, as someone who's used to seeing Blu-ray and 4K, it's really trippy to see a Blu-ray cover for a 4K cover. Well, I don't know how better to describe it. I think you know what I mean. It's trippy. But anyway, so here we go. This is, in fact, the Japanese Blu-ray. So, or 4K. Man, I'm even tripping it up in my mind. So, it has, aside from the cover, it actually has a mixture of similarities between the 4K in the US and the 4K in the UK. Actually, I'd say the 4K in the UK does a good job. So if I were to take it out of its slipcover and compare the two, the top is pretty much identical. It's metallic 4K UHD logo up there, and then the silver banner there saying that it comes with a 4K and a Blu-ray. That's right, this comes with both just like this does. I will say, just feeling them in my hand, this is a little thinner, yeah. The UK case is just a little bit thicker than the Japanese case, but I think that's more of a European thing than a Japanese thing, because I feel like the Japanese case and the American case, yeah, they feel about the same thickness to me. Anyway, so this did not come with a slipcover, and to best of my knowledge, none of the Japanese releases came with a slipcover. So it's also completely possible that it should have come with a slipcover, but mine didn't. But I think I would have known about that. Anyway, not much to say about this. This is the exact same cover we're used to seeing, and we have seen plenty of times. It's just in Japanese and it's 4K. The spine, actually, instead of being the same spine as the standard Blu-ray, is the same spine as the 4K seen everywhere else. So even though the front is the old style, the spine and the back are the new orange style to match this. Very interesting about that. So we got the Ultra HD logo up there, Zootopia in Japanese there, and then Judy in the catalog number. Standard fare. Then the back, pretty much what we're used to seeing. If we were to look at the back of this and compare it to the back of this, very similar. So, Judy pulling Nick by his tie, summary of the film, the cast, the staff. This does tell you in order to watch the film in 4K, you need a player and the disc and a HDMI cable. And I believe, I'm not going to take the time to read it properly, but I believe it says that the bonus features are only on the Blu-ray, not the 4K as well. So yeah, pretty cool. And if we were to open it up, once again, look in here, cool stuff. So this does come with a Movie Next code. Even though I don't think it actually says it anywhere on the case, it doesn't. I don't see Movie Next anywhere on the case. This does come with a code. Again, if you want to try your luck, feel free. And there's the legal stuff on the back for DVD and Blu-ray. Nothing on 4K specifically, but I guess it doesn't really matter. And then for the discs themselves. And these discs, to me, look pretty much the same as what we saw on the UK Zootropolis discs. So if we were to compare the 4K discs, yeah, it's pretty much the same, except This one's in Japanese, this one's in English. And if we were to compare Blu-ray, oh no, this is different. Okay, so that's what the Zootropolis disc looks like. That's what the Japanese Zootopia looks like. But now that I'm thinking about it, let me go ahead and open up the Japanese Blu-ray, and yep, there we go. That is, in fact, the same Blu-ray disc. There are a few minor differences, though, in the text that is on here. This has all the information on the length, how many layers the disc has. All this says is color and region A. So, yeah, once again, region A disc, and even more annoying, this 4K disc is yet again region A. So, this will only work in region A 4K players, as opposed to the Zootropolis 4K, which will work in any player. And this has Japanese on it. Yeah, there we go. This 4K disc is region A only. Bizarre. And even more bizarre, you remember how I was talking all the way back in episode 20 about how the Zootropolis 4K includes multiple versions of the film on it depending on what your language is? The Japanese Zootopia doesn't. It plays the exact same copy of the film, whether you watch it in Japanese or in English or any of the other audio options on here, which I don't know what they are on the top of my head, but you could pick any language you want and it'll play the exact same film. With the Tanuki, with the Japanese try everything in the credits, everything is the Japanese version of the film, complete with the title card being in Japanese and all the stuff that I just mentioned. Very interesting, isn't it? So, yeah, it's so bizarre that this and this both have the Japanese version on it, and yet it feels like this is the more complete package. It feels like this is the more accessible one. But that's how it goes sometimes. Anyway, there we go. That's the Japanese version of Zootopia. Pretty cool. And unlike the UK, Japan did get one more release of Zootopia to date, and there was a very special reason for it. It was to celebrate Disney's 100th birthday. But that's for us to talk about next time. Until then, thank you everyone for watching this video. I hope that you learned something. Please leave a comment if you did, and let me know if there's another version of Zootopia on home video you want for me to cover in the future. That does it for now. Thanks everyone for watching, and stay tuned for more.